The weather was phenomenal. I mean, the experience overall was great. I would do things differently.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
I'll go there for that long. That is a long time.
It was a long time.
You can put a case of beer on the plate.
No. Oh, man.
Is your husband go?
Yeah.
Thanks for
You know,
telling
yeah,
us
we'll
what we
go
know
that
not
way.
to go.
What?
Now we know not what not
Yeah,
to do, you know?
exactly.
Yeah. It's all spit on that one.
Yeah, oh, gosh.
It
It was a good learning experience. It really was. I mean, I learned a lot. International trip. Now I know what to do and what not to do. Yeah, I've never been so happy to have my own stove and refrigerator and food. Like, I was just getting used to the, oh, I don't have to cook. They're gone.
I hear you.
I'm making it look like this.
Oh, I hear you. Baking.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
there you go.
7 o'clock, I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Barlow.
Here.
Bowers. Brem.
Here.
Jarvis.
Here.
McLean. Here. Nesbit.
Here.
Rezegi.
Here.
Stenzelbarton.
Here.
Tassava.
Here. Entertain a motion to excuse Councilmember Bowers.
So moved.
Motion by Brem,
Support.
supported by Nesbit. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Everybody get a chance to look at the agenda.
Yes.
I hear a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda as written.
Support. Motion by McLean, support by Jarvis, to approve the agenda as presented. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Approval of the minutes of the October 28th, 2024 regular meeting. Everybody get a chance to look at them. Any corrections or additions?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of October 28th and
Support.
placed on file.
Support.
Okay, motion by Jarvis, supported by Barlow, to approve the minutes of the October 28th, 2024 regular meeting minutes. Roll call.
Brem.
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
McLean. Yes. Nesbit.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Stenzelbarton.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. We have no public hearings tonight. Public comment. Anybody like to get up and talk? That young lady back there going first there, do you know? Tell us who you are, and
Pardon me?
just tell us who you are for record.
I am Bonnie Huntley. I am the chair of the Cemetery Advisory Committee, which exists to offer advice to the council and to the mayor about matters in the cemetery. Recently, our attention has turned to concerns about the chapel. As you know, we've been spending a lot of time working on roads, memorial space, etc., and things seem to be going well. We get good feedback from the public about the way its cemetery is looking, and we thank you for supporting that. As we look at the chapel, we have a building which is in questionable repair. It's actually not bad. We've had some people look at it, and they tell us it's in pretty good condition, but it needs some repair. So we've been discussing what to do with it. Obviously, one option for us is to simply suggest that it be torn down. Another is to do nothing. Another is to do some relatively minor repairs. We sought some advice informally, not formal bids, but some informal advice about how much it would cost to do those repairs and how much it would cost to tear it down. And the advice we got was that it would cost quite a bit less to do the repairs than to tear it down. Now, we have a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot, I don't know how much, we have feedback from the community that they like seeing it there. It's a part of their image of the cemetery and of the city, and they would prefer to continue to see it there. So our board voted on what to do, and the vote was 4-2 to advise you that the chapel should be repaired, minor repairs, and that this would meet the goal of our business, which is to preserve the cemetery in a way that makes the community happy with its place where it remembers its family members and other community members. That advice was provided in a summary document to me, a copy of it here, and I have made it available to staff. I don't know if you've received it. I think perhaps you have not. I would like to see that you do get it. Perhaps staff will make arrangements to send it to you, or I can do that, so that you can look at the summary of our discussion and our recommendation. What we need from you is, we were instructed by staff that we need from you approval of doing the repair work for the purpose of, well, for what purpose? We were asked what purpose. Our answer to what purpose is to preserve it, to preserve the cemetery as people are used to seeing it. So temporarily, eventually some other decisions will be made, but temporarily we want to have your support for doing minor repairs, preserve the building, and at some later time we may find other uses for it. Currently it serves as kind of a storage facility, and I think it also shelters some components of the watering system. Or we may find some other major use for it. That's open for development. Thanks for your attention.
Thanks, Bonnie. Anyone else?
Gino Lucci, your Hastings City Airport Manager. Just want to give you a quick update on the haunted hangars and the success that we had out there with that. It was first-time event that we had. We had over 400 children arrive for that, and then you have the adults and everybody else on there, and we had 150 in the first 12 minutes that the event opened up. Actually, it was 12 minutes before the event was to open up. We had 150 come through there. 2 golden tickets were placed out there for free airplane rides for an adult and a child. So far, 1 has been claimed, and the pilot's been gracious enough to open it up to some other children within that family so we get more of them out there. The nice thing about this event, it was 0 cost to the city, the airport, or the county. We solicited vendors, thanks to AvFuel, and for Mead and Hunt, our contractors that are building our new terminal. And some other notable interests, we're going to be, we're signed up to be in your city parade that you're going to have for the wintertime parade. So we'll have an airplane driving down the road with a float behind it. And later on, right after Thanksgiving, we're going to start building our new terminal building. So those are the events and things that are coming up for there. That's my report. Anything else? No? Okay.
Thank you, Gino. Anyone else? Okay, formal recognitions and presentations, we have none. Dave Hatfield is penciled in for being here. I think he's got another meeting tonight. Hopefully he'll be here at the end of the month. Items for action by unanimous consent. Motion to reappoint Terry Stenselbarton to the position of 2nd Ward Council Member for a partial term ending December 31st, 2026. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion, Your Honor.
Support.
Moved by Rezegi, supported by McLean, to reappoint Terry Stenselbarton to the position of 2nd Ward Council Member for a partial term ending December 31st, 2026. Discussion.
I think you gentlemen and ladies should give this serious thought, because really, me?
We're not going to let you out of it that easy.
I just restarted my computer.
Yep.
That makes no sense. If I have to, Dave, I accept it.
Well, one of the reasons we're doing, I want to explain why we're doing this. in our city charter, if a position becomes vacant and it's after the time when you can get a petition around, the city has 45 days to find somebody and appoint them. So we did that. But it also says in charter that we have to reappoint them after the election. So that's why we're here tonight, to reappoint Terry. Not the fact that we like him or anything, you know. But,
That's why I'm here.
so we have a motion by Rizky, supported by McLean, to reappoint Terry Stenselbarton to the position of Second Ward Council Member for a partial term ending December 31st, 2026. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Jarvis.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Nesbit.
I guess so, yes.
Rezegi.
Definitely.
Stenselbarton, do I call him? Barlow.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. So will you step over there and...
And I would have
Be sworn in?
abstained because that conflict of interest.
Right.
All right. Raise your right hand. I, repeat your name,
I, Terry Stenselbarton,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Second Ward Council Member.
that I will faithfully
Discharge
discharge
the duties
the duties
of the office
of the office
of Second
of
Ward
Second Ward
Council Member
Council Member
in and for the city of
in
Hastings,
and for the City of Hastings,
County of Berry,
County of Berry,
and State of Michigan,
and State of Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Thank you. Thank you. Will you sign here?
Any sign it in?
Yeah.
Then does that mean after the first we don't have somebody beside us?
No, Terry.
He will speak to us. Okay,
31 letters in a major
term, okay, I expect you to get first step.
I was
Good.
just looking at it, and I was like, it's not right.
He said, well, yeah, I'll get it all right.
Right.
It's just wrong. Oh, Peters and Patterson.
Everything okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay, motion to appoint the following members to student position for terms of, at the discretion of the mayor. Ava Peterson, Downtown Development Authority, Brooklyn Strickland, Library Board, Meredith Assorge. Okay, I got that right. To the Planning Commission.
I make that motion.
Support.
Okay, motion by Stenselbarton, supported by Nesbit, to appoint the following members of student positions for terms at the discretion of the mayor. Ava Peterson, Downtown Development Authority, Brooklyn Strickland, Library Board, Meredith Asori.
And Sorg. We'll
Like
get
I
it right
said,
in the oath.
I got burned out today from a wedding I did. The guy was from South America, and I had a hard time pronouncing his name, so please excuse me on this. So, no discussion, roll call.
McLean.
Yes.
Nesbit.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Stenselbarton.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, would you go to the podium and be sworn in, please? I think all three of you can go over there, but, is that how you want to do it?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do it one at a time, but they can be waiting up
Okay.
here. All right, please raise your right hand. Do solemnly swear or affirm. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the
Constitution
of
the State of
the State of
Michigan,
Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Downtown Development Authority Board
the Downtown Development Authority Board
in and for the City of Hastings,
in and for the City of Hastings,
County of Berry,
County of Berry,
and State of Michigan,
and State of Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I shall support the Constitution of the
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office
It's a spider.
of Library Board in and for the City of Hastings, County of Berry, and State of Michigan, according to the best of my ability. I'll just sign this after. You should have this memorized. Please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Meredith Whitmore,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and the Constitution of the State of Michigan,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the Office of Planning Commission
of the office of Planning Commission
in and for the City of Hastings,
in and for the City of Hastings,
County of Berry,
County of Berry,
and State of Michigan,
and State of Michigan,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
And if you'll each sign your sheet, please.
Yay.
You're pretty good at that. As the mayor of the city of Hastings, I want to welcome each and every one of you to these boards. I think, one of our goals, the council put out there was get more involved in the community, and I think I saw on Sarah's evaluation, somebody mentioned that, so.
Oh, you're looking at me?
No, I'm looking that direction. Anyhow, next item, we have a request for the Jingle Mingle Committee to hold the annual Hastings Jingle Mingle event in downtown Hastings on the dates of Friday, December 6th, Saturday, December 7th, and Sunday, December 8th, 2024. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Support.
Okay, motion by Rezegi, support by McLean, to approve the request from Jingle Mingle Committee to hold the annual Hastings Jingle Mingle event in downtown Hastings on the dates of Friday, December 6th, Saturday, December 7th, and Sunday, December 8th, 2024. Any discussion? This is pretty much the same as they've done the last few years. This year's theme is going to be Whoville? Did I hear that right, Peggy?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
We talked about a theme.
The Grinch.
Grinch. Oh, the Grinch, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Somebody said something like the mayor might be dressing up as the mayor Whoville, but I don't know. It's a rumor I heard.
I think the Grinch would be fun.
There's probably gonna be a lot of them.
And appropriate.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I say that out loud.
Anyhow, any questions, comments? Roll call.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Stenzelbarton,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, item 10, items of business. Item A, consider a request from the Planning Commission to set a public hearing for the December 9th, 2024 council meeting for approval of the PUD modification and final site plan approval for the development of 32 site condominium lots for detached single-family home construction at 1813 Northeast Street.
So moved.
Okay, motion
Support.
by Nesbit, supported by McLean, to approve the request of Planning Commission to set a public hearing for the December 9th, 2024 council meeting for approval of the PUD modification and site plan approval for the development of 32 site condominiums lots for detached single-family home construction at 1813 Northeast Street. Discussion. Roll call.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Stenzelbarton,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Item B, consider request for approval from Linda Robinson, DVM, to conduct the annual Santa Paws event at Bob King Park on January, I gotta get out of there. Saturday, December 7th, 2024 at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. and adopt resolution 2024-29 staying section 5838G of the municipal code. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve the request.
Support.
Okay, motion made by McLean, supported by Barlow to approve the request from Linda Robinson, DVM, to conduct the annual Santa Paws event at Bob King Park on Saturday, December 7th, 2024, from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. and to adopt resolution 2024-29 staying section 58-38G of the municipal code. Any comments?
Remind me, is 5838 the one about pets or dogs in the park?
Yes.
Is anybody, is that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Stenzelbarton,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Do we have any questions, Linda? Well, I'm gonna miss it this year, but I will stop up. I lost my dog back Father's Day, and she'd been up there a few times and played well with others. So anybody's got a dog, take them up there.
Whalor.
Yeah.
Okay, item C, consider a motion to approve Allied Fire Sales to make repairs on the aerial waterway seals of the 1999 ladder truck at number 836, not to exceed $7,487.89. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Board.
Motion by Nesbit, supported by Rezegi, to approve Allied Fire Sales to make repairs on the aerial waterway seals of the 1999 ladder truck 836, not to exceed $7,487.89. Discussion.
We've spent an awful lot of money on that truck, but how much would it cost to replace it?
Received an estimate, actually just last week, at just about $2 million.
$2 million. So, 7,000 sounds reasonable. In my world.
Yeah.
Any other comments?
Yeah, for that ladder truck.
Roll call.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis,
Yes.
McLean,
Yes.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Stenzelbarton,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Item D, consider for approval the purchase of two 800 megahertz portable radios from Crouch Communications for the budgeted cost of $8,801.56. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Support.
Motion by Barlow, supported by Rezegi, to approve the purchase of two 800 megahertz portable radios from Crouch Communications for the budgeted cost of $8,801.56. Discussion. Roll call.
Well, wait. Sorry. This quote that we've got in our packet says $6,801.56.
Right.
Page 40 of 87.
Well, on my sheet, it says $8,801.56.
Mine as well.
Mine also.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
where.
but the actual
The
quote.
actual quote.
The actual quote.
Couldn't spin my wheel fast enough.
Oh, yeah, it does say that.
Well, it says right here, you got a $250 per unit activation fee. Does that get it up there?
No.
No, that's a separate item.
Okay. So what's the difference in cost then, chief?
It should be 6,801.
Okay.
That makes you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Getting cheaper. Hey, I priced them online, they're $79.99.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
this is for two, correct? This is for two.
You want to withdraw your motion, Mr. Barlow? And your support, Rezegi?
Yes, I withdraw my support.
Withdraw it and then re-motion for the other amounts.
Okay, motion by Barlow, supported by Rezegi, to purchase two 800 megahertz portable radios from Crouch Communications for the budgeted cost of $6,801.56. Geez, we just saved $2,000.
Let's keep
What
doing
else
that.
you need, chief?
Yeah.
Any further comments? Roll call.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Stenzelbarton,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Item E, in your packet, you have the first reading of ordinance number 626 pertaining to the conditional rezoning of property located at 1220 West State Street from B2 General Business to D2 Industrial. This is the first reading. This will come back up in 2 weeks. Hopefully Dan or Dave Hatfield will be here, so if you have any questions, they can explain to you. If you do have any questions, look this over. We can see if Sarah can answer them. This, like I said, this is the first reading. There's nothing to do on this tonight. We'll bring this back up in 2 weeks for final decision on that, so. I don't know if you were here for this tonight or not? Yeah, we're just, okay. Okay, moving on. Motion to approve the airport board's payment of $17,000 to Mead and Hunt for engineering related to the 2025 taxiway project. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve
I will support.
the payment of $17,000 to Mead and Hunt for the engineering related to the 2025 taxiway project.
And then I'll support it.
Okay,
Thanks.
I do what I can.
motion by McLean, supported by Stenzelbarton, to approve the airport board's payment of $17,000 to Mead and Hunt for engineering related to a 2025 taxiway project. Any questions or comments? We have the airport manager here. This-
Oh, excuse me. Could you give us a rundown on what that project entails, just in general?
There's, the project was actually, oh, I'm sorry. The project was actually approved and signed back in the spring, but what it entails is we have certain taxiways we have to meet a requirement for the federal and state as far as what our pavement conditions are, and we have several taxiways in between the hangars that have been there for quite a long time, over 25 years. Their condition is starting to fail, so we were able to obtain a grant to do that, to redo those areas. And this We're just going to redo the taxis. They're going to pull them up. We're going to take the old blacktop that they have there, and we're going to redistribute that through some other areas, crush it up, and use it some other parts. And then along with this, we're also adding in a part of this project is there's a drainage issue on some of the upper areas where the hangars are, and we're going to add leaching basins and drain water down through there. So the whole project is not totally engineered yet. What the $17,000 is for is that's part of the budget, but we have to, we can only take so many grants per year, and this year I signed for the grant for the building so that we can get that going, and then this part here will be done next year. So we're basically borrowing money that we're going to get back. We're borrowing the money from ourselves. So it's not costing the city or the county anything. This is just so we can pay one vendor who wasn't able to wait until next year. We got all the other vendors to wait to be paid until we get the grant funding. This one here, it's like a real early on boring and some other engineering stuff that needs to be done. So that's the basic scope of the project. I can't give you the full scope until they get back these boring samples, which they just took yesterday. So does that explain your question for that?
Yep, thank you.
Anybody else have anything? No?
Historically, we've done this a lot. I've been on the board for 12 years, and every time we got a project out there, and normally we use Mead and Hunt to do the engineering because they're one of the preferred engineering firms for the state or the FAA. So it's not uncommon for us to have to pay, and the city of Hastings does this on a lot of our projects. We have to put a down payment on for the engineers start to work. What happens then, what's going to happen, and Gino didn't tell you this, when this project finally gets going, the $17,000 will be paid back to the airport. So this isn't money that we're just throwing down a rabbit hole. This is the money that starts this project, and then when the project gets going, then we get that money back. So, you know, everything has happened. Mead and Hunt, they let the bids out, just like everything we do here at the city. They let the bids out, the contractors bid on it. If it's a state project or if it's a federal project, that when the money starts being paid, Mead and Hunt sends that check back to us, so it'll be money we get back. Any other questions? Roll call.
Jarvis.
Yes.
McLean.
Yes.
Nesbit.
Yes.
Rezegi.
Yes.
Stensel Barton.
Yes.
Barlow.
Yes.
Brem.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Item 11, staff presentations and policy discussions. We have none. Item 12, city manager report.
So last week at the Berry County Economic Summit, we were awarded the Community Revitalization Award for our work on the streetscape and the Titan Loft improvements. So I've brought that here to show you. So it was an honor to be the recipient of that award. Also wanted to let you know, in the background we've been working a lot on our major infrastructure projects for our upcoming water and sewer planned projects. The engineer has done a lot to move that forward in terms of project development. Linda and I are starting to work with our municipal financial advisor on the bonding process and determining how the best way is to go about that. It's kind of a heavy lift in terms of the information that's required to put together to get them that, but we're hoping to have that to them before the end of this calendar year so that we can keep on track with everything. So that includes the Green and Market Street project as well as the Mill, Apple, and North sewer projects. We did not receive SRF funding for our water projects, so we plan to discuss how to best reapply for that in next year. But those are ongoing. Our audit field work is next week, so finance department staff will be even busier than usual fetching information for the auditor. That seems to be going smoothly thus far. It's just a time-consuming process, so we'll be glad to have the field work completed when that's done. And I think Linda wanted to share some election result information with you.
Everybody hopefully had a packet in your seat with the election results. This data is pulled off the Berry County website and just filtered down to what's of interest for the city of Hastings and the elections that were held here. So there's a lot of detail, all the different races that were on the ballot, divided out by the wards so that you can see how the various wards voted on different races and subject matter. If anybody has any questions, on page 4, the City of Hastings Council member, the first line there is write-ins Ward 1. Currently, the County Board of Canvassers are working with the County Clerk's Office canvassing our election, and once that has been all certified, then they will be able to officially announce the winner of that write-in nomination for that ward seat. So we're just waiting patiently for the election process to complete before that can be made official. But everything else, if you have questions, please reach out to me.
That's all, unless somebody has other questions.
Anybody have any questions of Sarah? We don't let her off this easy.
I'm ready.
Okay, in your packet, you also have Travis Tate's monthly report. Anybody have any questions, Travis? Anything to add, Travis?
Nothing to add.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Recently, and I guess I'm asking this because if I don't know, I probably feel like there's other people who don't know. I got a letter in the mail about lead lines, and I'm not really sure what to do with that information. What was the purpose of that letter, and could you explain that to me?
Sure. So Eagle is requiring us to send out letters, information that for houses that we think have lead lines. So we haven't determined if you have a lead line yet or not. So these are just things that are lead lines that or services we think are lead lines. So we have to inform the public of this. So we're doing lead line investigations when we can, and we're doing lead line replacements. So we have to replace all the lead lines by 2041. So we have to do so many a year.
Correct.
So we're trying to do about 100 a year. Mm-hmm. That's our goal. So, but we have to investigate them first before we can replace them. So we're trying to investigate ahead of replacement. So as we investigate, then you won't receive that. You'll know whether you have a lead line or not. And it'll get scheduled when we can.
Okay.
We'll contact you when we're ready to replace that line.
Investigate whether I have lead lines or not?
We really won't, we'll investigate, but I don't think we'll necessarily inform anybody that we're investigating.
Okay. It was quite confusing, so I wasn't sure if I needed to take action.
No, there's
or if
no.
that meant that you were going to take action.
We're taking action.
Okay.
But the letter was basically written by a template from Eagle, so we have to write it in a certain format, a certain language, and that's probably.
So basically, in the meantime, if I do have lead, I'm just supposed to pay attention to it and possibly monitor it myself until you can get to it to replace.
Yep.
Okay.
There really isn't anything you can monitor. What they'll do is when they get ready to do it, they'll
Oh, no, it told me how to monitor.
Right, but and the city monitors it. We check all the time to see if we have any lead in our water system, right? So what'll happen when they come out, just to give you a little extra information, I don't know if you've seen anybody yet, they'll come out there with their vacuum truck and they'll suck down your yard next to where your shut-off's at. And they'll be able to see down in there, see if it's a lead water service, if it's galvanized, or if it's copper. And that's when they'll determine, then they'll put you on that list for replacement. Then we do what, 10% a year, is that what we're doing, or 1%?
I don't know the percentage.
It's 5%.
5%?
5%.
Geez, I was wrong both ways. Hard to believe. Got a question?
Yes, I do have a question. I didn't receive one of these letters because I have well water, but somebody was telling me that in that letter it advised them to drink bottled water. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Is it
Really?
Like I said, it was a very unusual letter, and I didn't
Basically
really,
said
it
that-
wasn't very clear what my responsibility was. So I just needed to clarify that, because I'm sure there are other people that got that letter as well,
Right.
and don't know what their responsibility is, so.
It's
Thank
really
you.
just
I appreciate that.
advising you to take some precautions because
Right.
there's a possibility that you
Right.
could have a lead line
Right.
based on the age of your home and what is known about the infrastructure around it. So it's really just advising people to take precautions and just to be aware.
Right. Okay.
So are we still doing, we used to have like 30 homes around the community that they used to bring in a water.
We do lead sampling.
Okay, we're
Yep.
still doing that.
Mhm.
Okay.
But that's still just a sample. It
Right.
doesn't say what's happening for you at your home
Right.
at any given time. And there's other sources of lead besides the service line that could potentially be in your home as well. So it's just good to be aware.
Right, and cautious, yes.
Okay. Anything else? So Travis?
That's all.
Also in your report is Chief Mark Jordan's monthly report. Do you have anything to add, Mark? Anybody have any questions of Mark?
I'll just make a comment. So October was Fire Safety Month, Fire Prevention Month. So didn't work out too well for us. We had a total of 9 structure fires in the month of October, which is kind of uncalled for. So we're hoping for things will slow back down. That's more structure fires than we had the entire previous year in 1 month.
Were there a lot of them chimney fires?
Nope, not a single one.
Really?
Nope.
See, I would expect that this time of year.
Yeah, it was still warm then, so.
Okay, also in your packet is Library Director Peggy Herbling's monthly report. Anything to add, Peggy?
I don't think so.
No announcements to make?
I think it's been made.
Oh, yeah. Well, I really appreciate what you've done all this time, you know, and you're gonna be missed, so.
Yes.
It'll be in good hands.
Okay, reports and communications, Hastings City, Berry County Airport Commission draft minutes, October 23rd, 2024. Item B, draft minutes, DDA special meeting minutes, October 29th, 2024. Item C, Hastings Public Library Board of Trustees draft meeting minutes, November 4th, 2024. Item D, YMCA updates for City of Hastings, October 16th, 2024. Item E, November 2024 events calendar. Entertain a motion to accept and place on files items A through E.
I'll make that motion, sir.
Support. Motion by Barlow, supported by Jarvis, to accept and place on file items A through E. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Okay, public comment. Anybody else want to get up and speak your mind? I'll give you 3 minutes. Tell me who you are and where you live. Anybody? Okay, mayor and council comments. Well, I would like to thank, I'm going to read this because I forget things, you know. If you listen to this meeting tonight, you can understand that. I was at the I'd like to thank the American Legion for allowing me to address the public at the Veterans Day celebration yesterday. It is an honor for me to show my appreciation to all the veterans and their families. Veterans Day is on the calendar. It's one day a year, but we should celebrate it and celebrate our veterans every day of the year. And I would also like to thank all the people that ran for election this year. I would like to encourage anybody that is not on the council now that did win their election to start coming to meetings and get up to speed on what we do. I also want to thank all the voters that supported me, whether it was by physically voting for me or letting me put a sign in your yard. I'm going to work hard this next 4 years, hopefully, and we should have a great year. Any comments tonight, John?
I would like to thank all the voters as well for voting for me. I think I got 100% of the votes because no one ran against me, but thank you anyway.
I'm very pleased to see our chief of police back again tonight with us, and he told me I didn't really want to get a collar like his, so I won't try.
Jackie?
Congratulations to all of you that were appointed to a board. Just having kids recently out of high school who were very involved with youth and government, I feel it's very important for our community to engage with our youth and introduce them to a local government. I know that there are a lot of people in our community with opinions, and it's really great to see our youth get involved. And thanks, Sarah, for getting that ball rolling, because it does bridge a gap with our community as well as bridge a gap with our school system. Our school system is in the city of Hastings. We don't hear much about what goes on there, so I'm hoping that all of you can maybe share some of that as well. So congratulations, and I'm super excited that you're here with us to get this experience and share it with your peers and your family, and maybe they become more interested in our local government as well. So thank you.
Al?
Very well said.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know this is for the council. I was having a problem with getting a pink stake from my dead tree. And I wanted to report that I got 2 pink stakes now and a brand-new tree, so I'm very happy. So the problem's gonna be resolved. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Gary?
I may have made light of it, but I really appreciate the 3 members who got me involved in getting on this council in the first place, and Mayor Tosva for supporting me, and then all you guys who got me on tonight. The youth who are involved, get involved. It's fun. It's more fun. And Miss Ansord, did I say it correctly? Close enough? I am so glad you have that name, just because he has a problem with it. Really, it is so fun to listen to him.
Have you been to a football game and listened to them call the Tosba name?
I used to announce football games.
Go ahead.
Anyways, thank you, all of you. I really mean, I'm sincerely pleased to be part of this group.
Any comment, Jordan?
Nothing hasn't been said.
Bill?
I'd like to congratulate Mayor Tosva on his reelection.
Thank you.
I do want to thank the folks that did support me and allowed to sign in their yard on my behalf. It meant a great deal to check off a bucket list item for me and run for a higher office here in Hastings. So I look forward to serving the next 2 years, the rest of my term, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Bill. If there's nothing else coming before our council, need to entertain a motion to enter into a closed session under Section 8A of the Michigan Open Meetings Act for periodic personnel evaluation at the request of the city manager. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion to enter into closed session.
And I will support her.
Okay, motion by McLean, supported by Stencil Barton, entering into a closed session under Section 8A of the Michigan Open Meetings Act for a periodic personnel evaluation at the request of the city manager. Roll call.
Oh, you're tricking me. McLean,
Yes.
Nesbit,
Yes.
Rezegi,
Yes.
Stencil Barton,
Yes.
Barlow,
Yes.
Brem,
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Tassava.
Yes. Okay, we'll go into closed session. We'll give you 5 minutes, everybody get around and...
I've been waiting for this. Well, I have got a list.